My name is Jeniffer Gonzalez Reyes. I am a second-year student at Guilford College, and I am currently double majoring with physics and German. I am actually currently one of the co-coordinators for the Swimming Leader Conference that we hold at Guilford College. It is a day-long conference that we hold for high school students. At this conference, the high school students are able to attend multiple workshops that involve with financial aid assistance, figuring out what colleges are best fit for them. There's also a empowerment workshop that we provide. But overall, our main goal is for them to be motivated for higher education. We're promoting higher education for specifically the Latino immigrant or refugee communities within Greensboro, because it is a known fact that Greensboro is one of the top cities that hold high percentages of refugees and immigrants here in North Carolina. We mainly do this because as a child, I also had to find my resources to figure out how to go to college, which is something that neither of my parents had because they didn't go to college. But we also provide during this conference is a college tour, because we find out that most of the students that attend have never been to a college tour or have never even stepped foot on a college campus. Also, most importantly, we allow them to connect with other colleges, because we also hold a college fair within the conference, and they're able to communicate with all these colleges around North Carolina. I think the biggest thing is empathy. It's just being able to put yourself within the shoes of whoever you're helping. I've learned a lot that when you're going into a site, because I also volunteer at Glen Haven, which is an apartment complex in Greensboro, where there's a predominant population of Nepali refugees. And it was just interesting to me that when I arrived to this site, they do tutoring for elementary to middle school students. And I've learned so much from them when I thought I was going in to teach them. And it's just a great experience, because you don't only learn or understand how they're living or what they're going through, but through that volunteering opportunity, I've been able to relate some of the struggles that I had to go through as a young child. And it's I'm seeing myself within them, even though they're completely different culture, completely different language. So that definitely surprised me. So I've actually been asked this question a lot, especially with a major at physics. I actually had the time to sit down and talk to my advisor about this, how to connect the physics world and the community. And it all came down to problem solving, because that's what physics is all about, figuring out the issues and trying to figure out solutions to it. Not necessarily going through one way, but going through many different ways, because that's how science works as well. And I've seen myself use those skills within the community, talking to the people within these community, understanding what they're going through and what they really need to be solved. I think that it definitely enriches your experience-wise when you go out to the real world. Because I've met many students who just focus on their academics, never went out, never joined a club, anything, and they were great. They had the certificate, they had the bachelor's degree, the master's degree, but when it comes to interacting with the people, it's sort of awkward, because you don't know how to communicate with them, and I've seen people like that, and it's wow, what did you do in college that didn't help you? And I feel like it's very easy for me to talk to people, mainly because I've been exposed to so many different communities that I recognize, okay, what's okay to say in front of these people, but what's not okay to say in front of these people. Because it's culturalistic aware of what their customs are, or just being respectful of who the person is. I've grown so much from first year. I've seen myself grown. I think most importantly, it would be just the willing to learn, the will to not necessarily, I have my opinions and I have my views, but at the same time, I try to make sure that I'm listening to the opposite view, going back to understanding the other side. Is my way really the right way, or is there something wrong with mine, or maybe there's something wrong with them and we need to get them along with us as well. Just being able to not necessarily just attack the opposite side, more of like compromising